Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the T95 FV4201. It's a tier 10 British premium heavy tank. It's located on the south spawn of Steps and it's under the command of pacifichero45, and alongside him in another chieftain is Hornet. Now Hornet's got 3 marks of excellence on his barrel and he's trying to help Pacific Hero gain his 3 marks by showing him the ropes. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. In fact, it's a very good idea to actually learn how to use these tanks. The Chieftain has a 120mm gun capable of 440 alpha and 270mm of penetration with standard rounds. With the APCR though, it's got 322mm of pen and a very tough turret, very difficult to penetrate. Good top speed, good acceleration, 10 degrees of gun depression, and excellent view range, 410 meters. And Hornet's going up on the rise. I haven't seen any of the enemy yet. Oh, now we have SU-130M, 1 round in. Hornet's gone ahead to put 1 round in, and there's the kill shot, double tapped, and he's out the game. Now, the reload time is normally 10.07 seconds per shot. We've got 7.95 for Pacific Hero, probably about the same for Hornet. So decent reload time, decent damage, look at that. Low roll, 432 on the Pantera. Now they're employing a tactic in this game which is actually quite interesting. You see, there is such a thing as doing what's called a wolf pack, and that's normally where you have a platoon of tanks working together to bring down the enemy. Don't stay on the ridgeline, you'll get hit. Pumps one into the Shrek. Oh, he's found another tank, a Charfuture 4, it's hiding in the grasses. And he takes around for 482 with an HE, and he's trying to get away. No, you're not getting away, you're going to get rammed. And the T44 comes alongside us. Can we get another shot in? Reloaded. Oh, well, we did get 1 hit, but we took a round from the 53 TP that's up on top of the rise. Can we get the kill shot? Yes, no problem. 53 TT comes around and takes out our T44 behind us, but he's not going to get away from us this time because he's actually, now he's a 1 shot. He just took a round from Hornet. Say goodnight, Gracie. Okay, game continues on. We just took a round in the tracks from the 122 TM on the enemy team, and we're pushing on. Hornet stayed below the ridgeline, and we're just about to cross the railway line. We might take a shot from the enemy. It's the 122 TM, and he got around into the Pantera, and now we're going for the enemy, a Wizzy 120. The T62A managed to get around into us, but that Wizzy 120 is the next one to go down. Oh, nice shot, just got him in front of his teammate there. Okay, 2 enemy heavies ahead. Got the IS-32 and a 122 TM, puts around into the IS-32. Can he get the kill shot? I think Hornet's leaving him for us. And there's the kill, but does the kill go to us? No, it doesn't actually. Hornet took that kill, but now we've got the 122 TM, and this is where that guy shits his pants. Yes, 2 enemy tanks come towards him at high speed. Nothing he can do. He's going to get rammed to oblivion. Okay, what's over the rise? We've got an IS-7. Well, we'll have a piece of him. Nice shot. Low roll, but there's the kill shot from Hornet. So Pacific Hero now has 6 kills, so he's got a top gun. Hornet's got 3. They've got 9 between them, and potentially they've got a brothers in arms. T62A did fire a shot in our direction. Didn't get a pen. Tried to use a heat round as well, and it was blocked. And now chasing after him. What's going on is called the Thunder Run. The enemy either runs away or they get stomped on as you just roll over the top of them. It's a tactic the Americans came up with in 2003 in Operation Iraqi Freedom. Just roll over the top of the enemy, and if they try and engage you, you just stomp all over them until they can't fire back. That T-62A is in a whole world of trouble now. I think he knows it's all over. Coming around to do the kill shot. And he stops to put his gun up and salute, and that's it, the end for him. And that's the 7th kill now for Pacific Hero. One more and he's got his Radleys. Here comes the CS63. Puts one round into him. But we're rather low on hit points now, so we need to be careful he doesn't get another round into us if we can help it. Hornet's coming in to help. Oh, we take one round from the CS63. Puts us down to 7 hit points. That guy's reloading at the moment. Hornet puts one in. There's the kill shot, and that is a Radley's. So there's only one enemy left. It's an IS-7. Hornet's got plenty of hit points still remaining. We haven't. Only 7 hit points for Pacific Hero. And there he is. There's the enemy. Pacific Hero just took a hit from him, but he's still got plenty to spare. That guy's got a 13cm gun, slightly bigger than ours, but of course we've got better players and better tanks. Unfortunately, that one didn't go through the turret of the IS-7. But Hornet's got a shot in. He's now one shot for the IS-7. This one shot, and there's the kill shot that wins the game. No, you're not seeing an instant replay. This is a dual perspective game, and now we're going to see the battle from Hornet's point of view. There you can see Pacific Hero 45 trailing. 3 marks of excellence shining brightly on the barrel of the Hornet's 120mm gun. As before, 440 Alpha and 322mm of pen with the premium rounds he's got, but he has got some HE rounds as well. They'll do 530 Alpha, 140mm of pen, and they're very useful against light-skinned vehicles. Now the Chieftain does have very good armour, but it does actually have some bad points. The upper glacis is a bit weak. It's got a rather thin, lightly armoured cupola, a very low health pool for a heavy, and it's also a priority target for any enemy tank. Of course, it's a reward tank, which indicates that you are a very good player if you've got one of these. Okay, he's reloaded an HE round for the SU-130PM. Goes up, puts one in, gets 597, a high roll, and you can see Pacific Hero just walks straight over that SU-130PM and gets his first kill. Now, you often do see these in battle nowadays. A lot of people have them. This is the NA server, and I think it was something like 10,000 of these were given out to the very best players on the NA server. Oh, he got spotted there when he fired, and I think it was the 53 TP who saw him. Now, he's gone hull down here. 10 degrees of under pressure. Using that to good effect to stop the 53 TP getting a return shot. All he can hit is the top of the turret. And oh, look at this Shrek just coming wildly across. And he fired an HE round in there. He got 607 hit points of damage. And another hit, but this time it's only 500 on the Shrek. Loading another HE round. Shrek is down. Okay, well, Pacific Heroes met the Charfu Q4 is dealing with him at the moment. Meanwhile, Hornet's trying to put shells into the rear of that 53 TP. There he is, just on the rise. We've got a couple of other tanks coming up. It's Patriot, pumps one into him, gets hit in the track. And we lost the T44. And he pumps one into the 53 TP, but he takes a round from the P44 Pantera, and we're now down by 3 tanks on this battle. So this team's going to have to pull something out of the hat in order to win. Gets one round into the 122 TM, 247, 410, which is a low roll. We've got a T62A coming over the rise. Lots of enemy tanks, and they're all homing in on us. There's the Wizzy 120 coming in, firing into our side. You see these rounds bouncing. Pumps one into the front of the Wizzy, and Pacific Hero takes the kill shot, firing right across the front of our tank. Okay, IS-32 takes a round through the front. High roll 495. We take one shot from the IS-32 with its 122mm, and now we've got the IS-3, and yes, that's a pretty nice kill there. Okay, time to get some damage on the 122. Goes up, leaves him for Pacific Hero to come in and get the ram kill. Okay, now up on top of the rise, because we've got an IS-7 across the battlefield. Riding in. And the first one hits the tracks, but I don't think it slows him down. Pacific Hero gets one shot in, and there's the kill shot. Okay. Still on the Thunder Run. The next target is the T62A, and Pacific Hornet has indicated him to Pacific Hero, so they go for that one next. I think they were probably in contact on TeamSpeak or Discord. Okay, no, it's going to cut him off. If he goes through that gap, he'll have him. He's also trying to get a reset. He's going for the reset just in case Pacific Hero doesn't get there in time. He comes up over the rise. All the resets been done. Pacific Hero got that one. And the ISU 152 has deserted the cap now because he realises he's in danger. And there's the kill shot that kills him off. Okay, we've got CS63 just the other side of the rise. One round into him, took a round in the tracks. The T62A is just royally saluted and gone down, and now it's up to the CS63, and I think that Hornet's going to go directly over the top to try and get him. Pumps one round into him. Unfortunately, Pacific Hero, his round bounces off, and he sets one into the rear and sets him alight, and there's Pacific Hero's kill shot, and that earns him a Bradley Walters. Right, there's only one enemy tank left. It's an IS-7. And he's been spotted. There he is. He pumps one in. Unfortunately, he's got a 13cm gun. He was able to get the shot into the hull, which is one of the weak spots on a Chieftain. You don't want to get hit in the hull, preferably on the turret. With the lower plate, gets it. 437. And the IS-7 hits us in the tracks. Go for another shot. Yes, gets it again. Makes the IS-7 a one shot. He's going to go around the corner, finish him off. Yes! Wins the game. What a fantastic game by both players. Here's the end of battle stats for Pacific Hero 45, and that was the first ace tanker for him in the Chieftain, the T95 FV4201. You can tell it's his first ace tanker because he got scrolls underneath. You only get that the first time. He also managed to get a Reaper badge for getting 3 consecutive enemy kills on the trot with 1 shell each. And he also got a fire effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. A spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage. Master Gunner for getting 5 armor penetrating shots in a row. Duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. Bruiser Medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 7. And he got a Hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy tanks. He also got an Epic Medal, the Bradley Walters Medal, for killing at least 8 enemy vehicles. A Brothers in Arms for being in platoon with somebody else who managed to get at least 3 kills. A Crucial Contribution for getting at least 12 enemy vehicles between them. And on top of that, he got a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. and the defender for resetting the cap and getting at least 70 defense points in the process. His win rate from that game was 8,531, which is super unicum standard and very good indeed. In fact, you have to scroll the page to see all the enemy that he struck and all the damage that he did. Let's have a quick look at the results for Hornet. And he also got an ace tanker out of this game. A fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5, 1/3 of the enemy team, and just one short of getting a top gun. He got a shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. A spotter for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage. Duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. And a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 10. He also picked up a Brothers in Arms for getting at least 3 kills in platoon with somebody else who got the same. A crucial contribution for being in a platoon that got 12 kills between them. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. A Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. In fact, most of the time he was leaving them for Pacific Hero to collect them. As well as a steel wall as well for blocking the most damage in the game. His win rate was slightly higher, 10,965, but then he has more experience in the Chieftain, which is why he's got 3 marks on the barrel. Let's have a look at the team scores between them. Well, the highest damage in the game went to Hornet with 8,815 hit points. Second highest damage went to Pacific Hero with 6,288. And the third highest damage went to that T92A, the guy who stuck his gun up at the end. He realised they'd been monstered by 2 other tanks who really knew what they were doing. And yes, he only got 4,395 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, it was Pacific Hero. He got 8 kills out of that one. 5 kills went to Hornet, 3 kills went to one of the IS-7s and 2 to the other one. And when it came to base XP, it's Pacific Hero. Yes, he's got the highest. 1,558 went to him. And to Hornet, it was 1,535, which meant that there was only a difference of 23 experience points between the pair of them. The third highest player being the Scorpion, who managed 822. This is Hornet, sorry, on this one. Hornet fired 26 rounds, got 24 direct hits and 22 penetrations, 8,815 hit points of damage, of which 2,216 were at more than 300 meters, and he received 16 hits from the enemy, only 3 of which actually penetrated, which just goes to show how strong the armor is. 13 of them were non-penetrations, and I think most of those non-pens were because he was staying hull down most of the time and making the enemy force fire either his turret or his tracks, which is why they just didn't go through. 3,900 hit points of damage blocked by armor, 2 enemy vehicles spotted, 12 enemy vehicles damaged, 5 killed, and 1,685 hit points of spotting assist. He earned 118,239 credits in the battle, but after repair, ammunition resupply, and consumables, he actually made a loss of 62,119 credits, and that's mainly down to the fact that he was firing APCR throughout, but that's why they could actually get all of those penetrations near enough first shot, and that's why they could actually do the Thunder Run. In order to do the Thunder Run, you really just have to dominate the enemy and make sure that every shot counts. You got 25 bonds for completing an achievement, 7 bonds for this being tier 10, 32 in total, 2,302 experience points altogether, times 2 for the first victory, 115 for this being a premium vehicle, 4,720 altogether. So that's the results for Hornet. Let's have a quick look at the results for Pacific Hero in detail. 25 shots fired, 20 direct hits, 18 penetrations, 6,288 hit points of damage, of which 1,499 were at more than 300 meters. 10 hits received from the enemy, 6 of them penetrated, 4 non-penetrations. He actually did have a bit of bad luck with the finding that Char Future 4 and the 53 TP in a position where they could actually put shots into him. And so he did take some damage from them. 1,030 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 4 enemy vehicles spotted, 11 enemy vehicles damaged, 8 killed, and 2,324 hit points of spotting assist in that one. And of course, he got 71 defense points when he reset the cap. 95,115 credits for the game, 40,000 for completing a mission, 135,115 credits altogether. But again, he did fire APCR, so he actually suffered a smaller loss than Hornet of only 27,204 credits. But he managed to complete the task and got a hefty amount of bonds and also XP. 25 bonds for the achievement, 7 bonds for this being tier 10, 32 in total. 2,337 XP times 2 for the first victory, 117 for this being a premium, and 4,791 experience points altogether. So a very big congratulations to Pacific Hero for his first ace tanker in the Chieftain. I'm sure it won't be his last, not by a long chalk. He's probably going to get loads from now on, especially now he's got a Radleys as well. And of course, if he keeps platooning with Hornet, these two are going to be absolutely deadly on the NA server. If anyone comes across a pair of chieftains working together, it's Hornet and Pacific Hero. I think you're in for a very bad day if you're on the enemy team. If it's on your team, I think you're going to have a great game. You'll really enjoy it. But that was a superb game, a good example of a thunder run. And that's why the Americans did it so well in Iraq. They just literally rolled over the top of the Iraqi defenses. And yeah, there wasn't a lot they could do about it, because when a tank is on a thunder run, yeah, you either get out of the way or you get stomped on very, very quickly. And that's why the Ukrainians are doing so well at the moment, employing the same tactic. I hope you enjoyed both those replays. If you did, please give the video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.